to bring our people back to national nationality, which are Latinos, Negroes, Native American people that consist of 12 tribes of Israel. Without further ado, we like to give our glory honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem and Kwakwa double unto the elders that teach this truth. Salutation to brother pushing the truth on the four winds of the earth. Also, the sisters requiring your meekness, confusion of faces, and children, shalom. And this lesson today is about faith, man. Growing in faith in perilous times, man. Okay? The last thing you want to do is miss the bus of growth, man. Okay? You don't want to miss the growth bus, man. A lot of us are doing it, but we're not concerned about those who miss the bus, man. It's for the elect and the 1/3, okay?
Yeah, back it up real quick. You said don't miss the bus of growth, because that's what it's all about. If you don't grow in your faith, then how are you gonna maintain it? It's kind of like LeBron James in the NBA. How is he still in year 20 averaging? He's had a game. He had the last elimination game. He had 49 and 10. But it's like at his age, like, how is he able to do that? Because he's practicing that. He studied that. It's the same thing in this truth, man. You also have to practice what you preach. That's what they say in the world. So you also have to grow in your faith as you also speak about it. It's in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 4. It says, verse 13, forgive me. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's according to faith, right? Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. So when you're diligent in something, that's something that you're constantly being dedicated to. It's like when you wake up every day, somebody who wake up every day and go to their job, and they've been going to their job for over 2 decades. They're diligent in that, right? So they're gonna hold a higher position in their occupation based upon their output, based upon the dedication and what they've done in the prerequisites, right? I tell you what, and account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul also, according to the wisdom given unto him, have written unto you. I like this part. Let's look at that. Verse 18, I'm going to jump down. But grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. To him be glory both now and forever. Amen. So it says to grow, so you can't be stagnant, right? Like if you want to go to a different team in the NBA, they're gonna look at your stats. They're gonna look at what you've been doing. It's always been what have you done for me lately. So if you're growing, if your averaging is increasing or you're maintaining, if you're an impact in the game, then you're valuable. So our impact will be what? To constantly bring out the word, to constantly put up videos, to constantly examine ourselves, to constantly be an example, right? And we're suffering righteously right now as the world is not in absolute anarchy and absolute disarray. Because we're more than willing to not conform to the world. Like it says in Romans the 12th chapter. Shalom Lakom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua B'Shem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like it says in Romans the 12th chapter, it says conform not to this world. Right? Just like here in Florida, Ron DeSantis passed a bill to where they want to have a pride parade. And then you have people that were getting GoFundMes so that they can leave Florida. It's like this is the state that the world is in right now. Right? We're talking about perilous times coming, and they're thinking about how they feel, thinking about sexual orientation, and fighting for what really doesn't even matter. So those are the arguments we don't get in. The arguments we get in have to do with concerning the scriptures, right? How we constantly say how the world's going to come back and destroy this place according to its wickedness. But if you're a part of that wickedness, then it means that you're going to be destroyed with it as well. So you count us as enemies. Right? But we do it according to faith. We're not doing this according to how we feel. We do it according to what's real. All right, go ahead, up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have something?
Yeah.
Hebrews, right?
Yeah, Hebrews. This is Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of the things that are not seen.
Right.
Which we need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Like I say, don't miss the bus of growth.
Facts.
Okay? In faith.
Facts.
All right?
And that's heavy because it says faith is substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Now, I just opened up with 2 Peter, the first chapter, right? No, the third chapter. It said, we look for a new heaven when doing the righteousness, right? So that means that as of right now, we're not living in a world that's full of righteousness. And that's what we aim for. That's what we look for. That's why we speak about faith. Matter of fact, the second verse, double the shot.
This is the second verse, Shalaki.
Right.
This Hebrews 11:2.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
All right now.
For by it is the elders obtained a good report.
Right. For by faith, our elders have obtained a good report. Because they've been doing this for 30 plus years, 25 plus years, 20 plus years. And this is not a fad or something that's a trendset. This is something that the Lord has always done throughout mankind. He always sent forth prophets and apostles before the perilous times have come. You know, and then like I was telling someone last night, I was telling her, like, listen, I say, don't nobody want to be the bearer of bad news. Don't nobody want to be a dark cloud full of rain on a beautiful sunny day. But we're forecasters. We're telling you what's to come before it happens. It's like they're telling you the hurricane is gonna make landfall in America in 3 days. If you're not prepped by 3 days, you're gonna get caught out there in the storm. And that's all we're trying to tell you. We're trying to tell you how to prepare yourself for the storm to come. This is the calm before the storm. And yes, we do want the storm to come, because after that storm, all the debris and all of the thunderous clouds and all of the mayhem is settled down, there will be a new day, and that new day we will have a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we're aiming for, right? So yeah, we're suffering right now while everybody else is enjoying their queendom. Once the queendom falls, it's going to be a dog-eat-dog world, crabs in the barrel type of society, and all the people that laid their treasures here on earth, they're going to be fighting and clawing at each other to obtain those things, to contain them. We can care less about these things in the earth, because what will lay up our treasures? In the heavens. Facts. Exactly. And that's how you reinforce, that's how you endure your faith, man. So when you come to realize that all these things get taken from you, everybody's going to go back to their primitive state. When the financial system collapses, you don't care. Elon Musk and all them kind of people, there will be shrimp out here in the real world, because you have to go back to your primitive state. We're still mammals. We're still animals, right? So all this technology, all these gadgets and things like that, they make our lives more convenient. But at the end of the day, you still know what it's like to have fear.
They temporary.
Yeah.
People got their faith in things that's going to diminish, man.
Beautiful. I like the fact that you said that.
That's cool. People got their faith in a bunch of bullshit. Mm-hmm. Phones, your paycheck, your bank account.
Cars. Right. You have women out here getting cosmic surgery to the point that they died, and now their daughter or their son is without a mother. Why? Because it was all vanity.
Was that DC Young Fly? Yeah, DC Young Fly. His baby mama just passed. She
got shot, didn't she?
No, she had.
No, that was somebody else.
She went under surgery.
She went under surgery, and then she had passed. And I saw TikToks about like a 2-year-old daughter doesn't have a mother anymore because she want to get a BBL and died. You know,
she left behind 3 kids because she went follow America.
Right.
Follow Babylon the Great.
Follow vanity. Just follow vanity. That shit don't matter.
That ain't the first time that happened either. They keep going on the surgery and dying. Going overseas, letting our enemies reconstruct their temple, and they're dying, man. And that's our enemies that's doing that surgery on, man.
This is Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Right. And that's day and night. We good, man. We good. All right, yeah, you came over, yeah. Right, so it said, make not mention their peace day nor night. And that goes back to what David said, King David said, blessed be the man that, I gotta start tuning this gun down here. Blessed be the man that meditate on the Lord day and night. So constantly, as we walk throughout life, what we're doing, we're constantly filtering life through the scriptures. Because we're watching, all right? We're watching, like look at this AI. This new artificial intelligence is a new stepping stone for Esau to be like God. Because they can take your voice, they can render your image, and then they can emulate you however they want to. So almost to the point where if you really think about it, what they can do, they can alter it to where they have your face committing a crime, with your voice committing a crime, and now they framed you. Right? That's the world we're living in right now, man. This man literally want to be God on earth. Now they want to put a biochip in you and track you in everything that you do. And we're talking about perilous times where people are going to be out here fighting just for food and water. As of right now, matter of fact, remember when you had CD-19? when they shut down the whole world, people were, it was quote unquote civil. People was in the lines arguing, fighting, 6 feet, motherfucker, and wobbling and squalling. I mean, hell, think about what Black Friday. How many people died over Black Friday over vanity?
Over flat screen TV.
Flat screens and right. That's the world we live in, and it's supposed to be a civilized society.
Especially in Israel, it's all about control, man.
Yeah, it's all about control.